Toyota just revealed a new mini Land Cruiser and it's about to flip the whole market upside down. We can't deny that the competition is tough in this segment, but this thing is a beast. And we're not just saying that because of the hype. It actually has a lot to offer with a combination of high-performing engines, an amazing platform, and that famous Toyota reliability. This is not just another small SUV. It's a real game changer that comes with all the capabilities that make the bigger 250 series Land Cruiser a real gem. And here is how they did it. Performance. They're expected to offer the same engines as the Corolla Cross, which comes in both gas and hybrid versions. There is a gas-powered option like the Corolla Cross's 2-liter engine, giving you 126 horsepower and 148 pound-feet of torque. They might even offer a hybrid version with 146 horsepower. But for diesel fans, there's a chance of a 2.8-liter turbo diesel from the Hilux, packing 150 horsepower and a whopping 369 pound-feet of torque. But there are some sources that say that this SUV might also offer the RAV4's powertrain exclusively, which is perfect for off-road adventures and packs more punch. Whichever option they choose, you're getting a reliable engine, rigorously tested and refined by Toyota and us, the customers, for years. So this SUV is built to last with Toyota's proven powertrains. Remember, it's a Toyota after all. In short, this thing will be a small powerhouse, and it is expected to have a towing capacity of 3,500 pounds. This would put it in direct competition with the other SUVs in this segment, like the Jeep Wrangler, which has the same capacity, and put it on top of most of its rivals, like the Ford Bronco Sport, which has 2,000 pounds, and the Subaru Forester. This is a smaller, nimbler, and more affordable version of the legendary Land Cruiser, with all the capability and style of the Land Cruiser packed into a compact package that's easy on the wallet. It is the perfect vehicle for urban explorers and seasoned adventurers alike. Because what else do you need from a small SUV like this? It's perfect for navigating the city or tackling tough terrain. Plus, it's built on the same super strong architecture as the bigger Land Cruiser, the one Toyota uses in basically all their new models. This platform is so good. It makes this little SUV feel surprisingly sturdy and ready for anything. This thing just breaks the mold. Just like its bigger siblings, it boasts unique off-road features that make Land Cruisers legendary in a much smaller size. It's ready to take on big names like the Suzuki Jimmy, offering adventure seekers in the city or countryside a versatile and reliable ride. But the thing that is making a lot of people mad is the talk about the electric version. Some folks are fuming about it, fearing the sky-high prices EVs are known for, and it is a valid worry. They say Toyota will pile on unnecessary features and jack up the cost even more. But here's the thing, as long as Toyota keeps gas and hybrid options, an electric version isn't bad. It's more choices for us, right? Plus, it adds another player to the EV market, which could help bring down those pesky prices. But you have to ask why they're doing this. Toyota has been on a roll this year, churning out some seriously impressive vehicles. First, they stunned us with their full debut electric SUV, the BZ4X, and then they revamped their legendary Land Cruiser, and now this. Why even make something like that in the first place? I mean, a miniature version of the same thing that you are selling seems a bit counteractive. Well, it goes beyond just making a smaller version of their beloved SUV. Whether you like it or not, we've entered a new era in the automotive world, and Toyota needs to adapt and change to fit into this new environment. But once again, they are one step ahead of everyone, and they've already made a blueprint to thrive in the new age. All the other brands know it, and that is why they're scared. Let me explain. The plan. The main thing you have to understand is that this SUV is targeted at a different type of customer than the bigger 250 series. And this is the main factor that dictates everything about this car. Sure, this SUV is undeniably a direct descendant of the iconic Land Cruiser, carrying forward its legendary legacy. It's a compact dynamo, embodying the same robust versatility that has solidified its predecessor's reputation. However, it is in the realm of compact adventure vehicles, and it faces very different and stiff competition. So to truly make its mark, this SUV must offer something exceptional. The EV engine option could be their way of differentiating. But that's not all. If these electric versions prove to be successful, then we have to expect the bigger 250 series to have an EV version too. And this takes things to a whole new level, because if they have plans to make the 250 an EV, this is exactly what they'll do. We don't expect Toyota to come out and just announce an electric Land Cruiser without tasting the waters first. For them, outshining their rivals isn't just a goal, it's a necessity, and they've certainly risen to the occasion with this SUV. It has this blend of toughness and sophistication that truly sets it apart in the compact SUV realm. And it's affordable for that reason. It's actually Toyota's most budget-friendly SUV, designed for off-road adventures. And by now, you've probably noticed Toyota's trend of slashing prices across their latest models. But don't just take our word for it. Look at their recent lineup. Even the bigger Land Cruiser went through the same trend. This compact SUV marks the dawn of a fresh chapter for Toyota. It's about delivering unmatched off-road prowess alongside the refined comfort and versatility drivers crave. But this could bring up the price. You can't eat the cake and keep it too. But there is one exception to this: the new, bigger Land Cruiser. It is capable, but it's still cheaper than the previous generation. While the price tag might seem hefty at over $50,000, it's worth noting that this represents a substantial reduction from the previous model, around a $20,000 reduction. The previous models leaned heavily towards luxury, but this latest model brings a distinctive strategy and an old concept from Toyota that have contributed to this shift. And they've seamlessly integrated it into this offering as well. And this is very good for us. To be honest, would you buy the bigger Land Cruiser if this was an option? We're not saying that this will be the end of it. No, the 250 series has its own useful features and practicality. But if you just want that Toyota reliability and the legendary driving experience of the Land Cruiser without spending $50,000, then this is the perfect option. This concept goes beyond making affordable cars and SUVs. It's actually how they became successful in this competitive market. Let me explain. Toyota versus competition. Toyota isn't afraid to adapt to changing environments. This allows them to respond effectively to challenges and opportunities. When the competition changes, they easily find a way to win people over. Take the Suzuki Jimny for instance. It's one of the best pint-sized SUVs that packs a serious punch when it comes to off-roading. Its secret lies in its robust body-on-frame construction, perfect for tackling uneven terrain without a flinch. The short wheelbase allows for nimble maneuvering in tight spaces, while the high ground clearance lets it conquer rocks and logs with ease. To truly conquer the wilderness, it comes with a selectable four-wheel drive system with low-range gearing, providing superior traction on tricky surfaces. So what Toyota is doing is offering the same type of benefits in a different package. And some are even saying it's better than the Jimny and all the other ones. Because Toyota has unmatched reliability, and it has so many engines you can go for. SUVs like the Jimny sacrifice raw power for their off-road prowess, making them less ideal for high-speed adventures or towing heavy loads. The Mini Land Cruiser is anticipated to hit the market either this year or in 2025. And as reported by the Japanese magazine Best Car, it's ready to debut with a price range of approximately 3 million to 3.8 million yen, which is the equivalent to roughly $20,000 to $20,500. Now, some skeptics might raise their eyebrows at these figures, and there's a grain of truth to that skepticism. We're all aware of how additional costs tend to creep in once you step foot into a dealership. But remember, they're aiming for a broader market than just luxury or premium. Here is where the concept we talked about earlier comes into play a huge role. By focusing on what matters and making smart compromises, Toyota might just pull off this price miracle. And let's be real, they've already done it with the 250 series. And if I'm being honest, we were all asking the same question as you. How can they do this and still offer an appealing car? We can't deny that they made a very appealing and attractive SUV with the new, bigger 250 Land Cruiser. So we actually did the research, and what we found is a sneaky blueprint that most companies follow when the market goes through some drastic changes. Ford, GM, Subaru, and Toyota have been following it all this time. So if you want to know more, check out our channel. We've already made a video on it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.